Hey loves, welcome again to my channel. My name is Ifepinkies as always, and I'll be teaching you how I make this coconut flakes that I use for baking, cooking, for your cake parfaits, or even for snacking at home. Can you hear how crunchy this sounds? It's super easy to make. So I'll be using 3 coconuts that are mature in this video. I'm just checking the eyes of the coconut to be sure that it's fresh. You need a zester and a salad grater, but you can use the aluminum pipe if that's what you have. The first thing you need to do is break the coconuts. You can break it on the floor or use a hammer like me. To get rid of the shell, use a knife like I'm doing right now to gently lift up the shell. This coconut is mature, it's so dry, so it will make your work faster. Now you can peel off the skin if you don't want that part. I'll be making mine in this video with the shell on. So this is all the coconuts we got so far, and let's move into making it. For the first style, you can use the zester like I'm doing, or you can use a food processor to make it finely chopped. This is what it looks like. Can you see? It's finely chopped. You can use your food processor if you want it more chopped than this. And for the second one, we'll be using the salad grater. Yes. For the third one, we'll be using this part of the salad grater. But for this particular style, you need to cut your coconuts in this rectangular form. And this is what it will give you. Just take a look at that. Now we have our beautifully grated coconuts in 3 different designs or styles. We have this one that looks like the store-bought ones. You can use it for your fruit cakes and banana bread. We also have this one, which is my favorite style. It's multi-purpose. You can use it for your coconut cake. You can use it for your coconut rice, etc. And we have the finely chopped ones that, taste so good in your coconut rice or even just for munching. Remember, we use the zester for this finely chopped one, and we use a salad grater for this part for this medium chopped one, and we use the salad grater again for the other part for this bigger size. You need a pan. Aluminum pans are the best. If you don't want it dark in color, you need sugar and a spoon. So the first thing we're going to do is to get our coconut flakes and sprinkle it into or on our pan. You can use your oven trays, but it might get brown on time. So this is your best bet if you don't want the coconut flakes that looks brown. But if you don't mind, you can use your oven tray. Yeah. So sprinkle your coconut flakes in your pan, spread it out. You don't want to overcrowd your pan, so you can use like a size 16 or size 14 pan. But in this video, I use a size 12 pan, I think. So spread it out, layer it and spread it out. Now you need your sugar. You sprinkle some sugar on it. This depends on your preference, depends on how sweet you want your coconut flakes to be, but the sugar helps it to give it that crunchiness. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So you can taste it, shake it around a bit and taste to know if the sugar is enough. But remember, the sugar also acts as a preservative for your coconut flakes, so be careful when reducing it. It's ready for the oven now. We'll be repeating the same thing for the finely chopped ones. Get your pan, that's another pan, and spread out your coconut flakes on the pan. Make sure you don't overcrowd your pan. Remember, you need to bake this on low heat. You keep stirring until all the oil dries up and it leaves you with a crunchy coconut flakes. So after adding in your coconut flakes like we did earlier, you're going to grab some sugar and sprinkle it on it. Taste from time to time to know when the sugar is perfect for you, but be careful not to reduce the sugar too much because this we're making is a sweetened coconut flakes. If you don't want sugar in it, then that will make it an unsweetened coconut flake. So give it a shake and take it into the oven to bake. This can bake up for about 15 minutes on low heat. You leave it for about 5 minutes, give it a stir, leave it for another 5 minutes, give it a stir. I'll show you shortly, but this is oven bound. Bake at medium heat and keep stirring so that one side doesn't get browner than the other. At this point, it looks wet here, but you need to wait for the oil to get dry. You know, coconut has oil in it, so don't be afraid. It has to move from this stage to the stage where it gets dry and crunchy. Please note that the fresh coconut grates faster and easily, unlike the dry coconuts. But whichever one you get works just fine. Remember to keep stirring from time to time so that it bakes evenly without getting brown. You see the outcome? It looks beautiful and it's not so brown. So I prefer mine looking this way. The bigger one takes a little longer because of the size, I guess. And if you want it darker, feel free to do that. But this is what we have from 3 coconuts. We have these finely chopped ones, and you can hear how crunchy this sounds already. It is super delicious. Trust me when I say this. So this is what it looks like. It is dry, it is crunchy, it is sweet, not too sweet, and it is beautiful. I mean, you can use it if you're on a fitness journey, you can use it if you want to bake, if you want to cook.